Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Last run, a lot of fun. Let's build on the momentum. 1 win isn't worth anything. You know what's worth something? 10 wins. Anarchist cookbook, 9 volt? That's the regular battery. Anarchist cookbook, store credit, the battery. PELE, C4K. There you go. It's a very interesting start. I actually don't mind it. The battery will be good when we replace Anarchist Cookbook, or perhaps immediately. And Anarchist Cookbook, especially on early floors, is not going to be very bad. Store credit now allows us to guaranteed buy pretty much whatever we want from this upcoming shop. Holy shit, there's charm shots available over there. All we're going to need is some bombs. But we're going to be able to basically get those bombs guaranteed as a result of having Anarchist Cookbook. What an interesting situation we find ourselves in here. This is a subtly very, very excellent run here. A very, very excellent start, I should say. I mean, a lot of that is predicated upon the fact that we just randomly kind of got the quarter right off the bat from that pod. But either way, I'm pretty pleased about it. I should probably give myself a little bit of more open space to take advantage of. Yeah, I figured I'd probably take damage. I wasn't positioning myself properly there. Let's see what's in our item room first. No. This run is already cool enough. I'm sorry. I actually am very pleased with the way that the Eden start is, and I think our Eden start with the Anarchist Cookbook and the battery is actually like a little zanier than we would expect to just get from the D100, like, randomly. So what I wanted to try to do there was at least make sure I got Mom's eyeshadow. We also got the tarot card out of it, which is the sun. We'll probably end up using that, and then we got an extra bomb that we can use to pop that open and get flat penny. We're probably going to use store credit on this floor, so then we will have flat penny to use on a future floor, or every future floor for that matter. Alright, we could use bombs, but let's just use a key. Store credit admittedly doesn't give me that much here. Maybe we'll get rid of, maybe we'll just say no to flat penny for now. We'll pick up this. And we'll pick up this, and I think, honestly, we can pick up that as well, and then we'll pick up store credit in the sun again. The thing is, I don't want to use store credit to buy a consumable, and consumables were the only things I wanted to buy there. So it just seemed like the right course of action to do things this way. And inside of our second secret room, which we just randomly found, we are going to get burnt penny. It's getting a little ridiculous at this point. I was thinking we might open up like that golden chest back there, but we don't have to. They would hurt. We should probably take like at least, you know what, we don't need to take any spirit hearts into our boss fight with us. That'll be fine. I think we're better off keeping store credit. Store credit is basically, you know, we're definitely not now that I think about it. What's worth more? Store credit, which is worth a maximum of 15 cents, or getting a chance at a penny every time you pick, or a chance at a key every time you pick up a penny. That's a decision that's actually surprisingly easy to make, I think. So I figured we'd do that. Let's go into our shop with store credit now. And I will buy another spirit heart. So we get rid of store credit. And then I'll go back and pick up the other trinkets. I know this might seem a little confusing, and I can understand why you would feel that way. I'm a little confused as well. But what we're going to do is take flat penny with us, because I think flat penny or burnt penny is more valuable than 15 cents, especially getting it this early. That's my perspective on it, at least. Hopefully we can pick up some more keys out of this. This floor has been a bit of a playground. I like it a lot, but it's unusual, that's for sure. Probably the best usage that I've ever seen of Anarchist Cookbook, and I don't mean like the I'm a genius, oh look at me. More like, you know, we got pretty lucky with the way that it worked out. But yeah, we're gonna be leaving with 4 spirit hearts, 15 cents. We're going to be using the sun card, though. Or maybe we won't, now that I think about it. There's not much point to use the sun card right now. We've already found both of the secret rooms. That's going to become increasingly unlikely as time goes on, by the way, but I'm happy about it right now. It is kind of tempting to just do this so we can burn through Blue Famine a little faster, but we're going to get another spirit heart from him anyway. It's a bit annoying. I think our actual base damage, this is the first time we've really had a chance to care about it, but our base damage is pretty poor right now. But the orbitals will help that. The charm shots won't, but the orbital from Blue Famine will help out with our damage a little bit. Not directly, but indirectly by giving us a kind of a secondary means of doing damage. We're almost done here. Almost done here. Probably like another 15 shots, which might seem like a while, but it's not actually that bad. Maybe like another 2 now. Yeah, there we go. And we get another Spirit Heart, as we knew, and Ball of Bandages down to the next floor. Very, very interesting start. I'm sorry to the people who wanted to see me use the D100. The D100 shows up so often that I think it's actually not... Oh, okay, don't be dumb. It shows up so often that I think it's actually not weird anymore. What's weird is an Anarchist Cookbook battery start where you can actually use them effectively to really help out your run. That's the kind of thing you don't see every day. So we get Swallowed Penny there, and I took full Spirit Heart damage in the process. That's what I get for talking up Anarchist Cookbook, but I'm not salty about it. If we get an arcade, we can use the Sun card effectively. Otherwise, we'll just hold on to it for now, because why wouldn't we? And you know what? I'm actually going to say... I can see Maggie's Faith being very useful here early. We don't need to take it until the end of the floor, though. We don't benefit from it until the next floor. However, I'm not going to pick up that half red heart back there just yet, because there's a small chance, but it did happen on our last run, that we can get Whore of Babylon. Oh, jeez. That we can get Whore of Babylon in our first deal with the devil. So that would be meaningful. Demon Baby takes away Demon Baby from the devil pool. It's not the biggest thing about it. The biggest thing about it is that it's actually pretty good. Especially at taking out weaker enemies that are faster and kind of rush you down. Not a huge pickup, but not that bad either. It's better than getting the D4 or something, which we've been suffering from a lot lately. We'll take Anarchist Cookbook with us. I was looking more for a room like this, basically. And there is a Tinted Rock over there. This is going to hurt. Yeah, just accept that, I guess. Probably should stop taking so much dumb damage via Anarchist Cookbook. But I saw the Tinted Rock, I saw the pots, and maybe got a little greedy. Thought that I had a really good chance to make it work. And it did work, in a way. We got our Tinted Rock. Unfortunately, it paid out with a golden chest that was just 3 bombs. So here's our shop. Plenty of money, of course. And we'll definitely pick up a super cheap Humbling Bundle. And why not pick up an extra key as well? And we'll be looking for Tinted Rocks on this room. And to the best of my visibility here, there are not any. So I'm thinking we will wait until Anarchist Cookbook recharges in order to go into the boss fights. We got one more room available there. And that will allow us to take out a lot of bosses a little faster, like, for example, a Fistula, a Haunt maybe might speed up a little bit there. It'll fuck with our mobility a little bit. I know we're getting a little low on Spirit Hearts here. I'm not proud of that. It's part of the, like, aggressive approach I've taken with Anarchist Cookbook here. I wish it didn't have to work out like this. That's not our secret room. That's a big surprise for me. This is more along the lines of what I was looking for, and actually we made a good decision by not using, or not picking up any of the red hearts that have showed up. We will be able to get inside of this room. Whether or not that's actually worth anything, we'll find out pretty soon, but why not, basically, is my perspective right now. And I'll probably go to the curse room too. This could be great. And the extra Spirit Heart in there feels pretty good. Perhaps not insanely important, but it's alright. I'm very tempted. It's actually not that hard to use the Ball of Bandages or Cube of Meat against Pin. All you gotta do, yeah, you gotta do it in that exact situation right there. Gurgling's a bit of a different story. They're too mobile for me to, yeah, feel very comfortable doing this. Sun card would probably kill them, but I want to keep my HP where it is. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go to the curse room. I didn't get hit again. And we picked up a nickel at the end there. 14 cents. Now up to 16. I'm amazed that the secret room's not there, but I'm happy there's probably a Spirit Heart in it for me right here. So we got in for free, and then we got the goat head, so we don't need to worry about deals with the devil at all anymore. 2 bombs. Let's try to find our secret room. Could be a big boon for us for keys. It's gotta... Oh, gee, it's not gonna be there. Maybe there does, you know, sometimes there's just not a Spirit Heart. Or sorry, there's not a secret room. Does happen. Maybe I can find a second secret room, like right here. Alright, weird floor. And it is the haunt. I feel that for the haunts... That was a great shot. we should probably just use the bombs for the last section. You know, the haunt part of the haunt fight. The little haunts are the harder part, at least to avoid. But this will probably allow me to sneak in a bomb or two of damage. The pot was just kind of an ancillary bonus there. I'll take it, though. Yeah, definitely don't do what I did right there. And definitely don't do it twice. Still no need to use the sun card. The longer we hold off on this, the more we can benefit. Okay, now there's probably a pretty good case to be made. But if we can, like, we don't need to use it. It's beneficial to be at the half-heart interval. Okay, now we have to use it. Luckily, we got the goat head. Very, very poor fight on my, from my perspective there. We'll take Gimpy. Gimpy's fine. And I think that's it for us. Oh, there's the secret room. We have no bombs, though, so we'll just get the heck out of here. I don't know if I'd say it's a great floor for my play, but I'm pretty stoked that I got the goat head. It's a huge help in the future. So charm shots really actually helped me out there. I still can't believe we just got that item for free. I mean, it's probably happened to us before that we've seen that room. It's just an unusual one, though. Good stuff right there. Okay. Great stuff. That's a champion, so stay back. Rate of fire, damage still so bad. But there's our secret room, and it's another battery charge for us. Any room with, like, you know, we already have a guaranteed deal with the devil. Why not at least try this one out? Yeah. Picked up 2 keys as a result as well. Any room with nasty enemies or mushrooms on it is going to be a pretty easy target for Anarchist Cookbook here. We'll just try to keep ourselves as far out of the disaster zone as we can. Tears down. That's an absolutely horrible pickup for us right now. But I'm not gonna feel too nervous about it until we get our next few deals with the devil, because I'm assuming that we can augment the fact that our damage sucks with some other improvements. That was pretty good. Tears up. Health up. Well, now we can't get in there. Thanks a lot. But that's really good. Paid for Gimpy. Now we can get in there if we want to. I kind of just want to do a little exploration before we do it, because I'd rather, you know, not have to deal with large, annoying rooms while we're doing so little damage. But this is, again, why I'm so thrilled a lot of the time to have Cube of Meat. Because even if you're doing, actually, you know what's great for it in this situation, too, is Cube of Meat combined with Demon Baby. But when your damage sucks, Cube of Meat can be a godsend, especially if you don't actually have to worry about the damage you're taking. Because of, well, if you don't have to worry about dying because of the damage you're taking, even better. But if you don't have to worry about the damage you're taking because you've got goat head or something ridiculous like that, it actually benefits us to get hit, which is why I'm not going to pick up the Spirit Heart yet. Yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking, is red hearts are pretty easy for us to come by. Spirit hearts are a little rarer, so if we can farm Gimpy up because we have the goat head, why not? It's the first time I think I've ever used this tactic, but it's kind of like you're simulating what would happen if you had a blood bank on this floor, which we might, but it's very unlikely. You know, there's a case to be made for using Anarchist Cookbook here, for sure. There's a tinted rock on this room. So I think what I'm going to try to do is just focus on using Anarchist Cookbook and hitting one thing that I want to hit with the bombs, and it did not work out there. Oh, please, for Christ's goddamn sake. Alright. Great news for you guys there in Skype. I'm happy for you. Let's move along here. This is great. This is a great room. Great hub. We gotta stay away from this guy, but I want to at least get close enough for Demon Baby to do its dirty work. Should be dead, like, right now. And the shop gives us the 9-volt, which is I was actually looking for. It just makes it way easier to use it in conjunction with the battery. I don't think we need anything else from there. I'll take anti-gravity tears. I don't think they're particularly strong, but I don't think they're that much weaker. They might even be stronger than like default tears. It's probably debatable. Please. I like it for the tears upgrade, plus the ability to set charging enemies up like this. Whether or not it worked out as well as it could have is another question, I guess. We got 6 of the mushrooms there, so I don't really want to use Anarchist Cookbook to try to get the other ones. It's possible that it would work out, But I would like to see maybe we can get small rock right here. We got a spirit heart. It's worth the charge, I think. And we're about to get another one that we could use on these other 4 mushrooms if we want to, but we'll see. That's unlikely to work out for us, I'd say. We really, really either need a catastrophic damage upgrade without a corresponding decrease in tears, or we need an enormous tears upgrade. Our tears are really, really bad right now. Our rate of fire is abysmal. Not the worst I've ever seen, but, you know, very noticeably bad. Especially as a result of the fact that our actual individual, you know, damage per shot is awful as well. How did that not hit? Okay, okay. Be cool here. Be cool. Again, how are these not hitting? Okay. Boss fight. There's a mushroom in here. I can definitely justify using this. Try using the chariot card. I oftentimes just forget to use the chariot card, so it seems like a smart play to use it at the most immediate opportunity. Toothpicks is, it's a helper, for sure. Tears and shot speed up, and we'll take our damage up for sure. We're stacking on some status effects now, which is nice, and I guess at this point, we gotta go for our mob trap room. HP's doing fine right now. Really, really hoping for a deal with the devil on the next floor. And by deal with the devil, I mean arcade. It's remarkable how I get those two in particular mixed up all the freaking time. Let's try to use it over here. And they all just clustered up in the middle. Wonder if that's a weird effect of being on like a big room. They all just kind of, they split the difference or something. I don't know. 3 spirit hearts from this room illustrates pretty easily why I'm not so mad about that extra spirit heart of damage I took. But it's true that, you know, that kind of attitude leads to sloppy play, so let's smarten up a little bit, get our fundamentals straightened out. I mean, that's how we won that last run. We were never in a good position HP-wise until pretty much the very, very end. But we made it work as a result of strong play and good damage items. Good damage items are the #1 ingredient for most successful runs anyway, but usually you don't have as little HP as we did. Alright, so that's an easy fight there. One last set of enemies. Knockback's not too bad. There we go. Finish you off thusly. And that'll take us to 17 cents. And another key. I would very much like to see another arcade on the next floor. I know there's a battery in our special room there. I don't really care about our secret room, I should say. I'm not going to concern myself too much with that. I'm very happy with this run. I think it's a really cool Eden start. And I think it's given me a new appreciation for Anarchist Cookbook that I didn't necessarily have. And I'm not really begging to get rid of it yet, but, you know, something like Pyromaniac would be an amazing pickup. But we had it last run, and it's a little greedy to ask for one of the best items in the game, at least situationally, twice in a row. I don't want to invoke any of the wrath of the, you know, Elder Gods of Isaac right now. I'm very happy with my position. I'm happy to have another opportunity to get myself, you know, back to a standard of play that I was happy with for several months. Hopefully that becomes, you know, conceivable here. That was terrible damage on my part. It's alright. Double keys. I mean, I'm just happy we have bombs. That was a great shot. I'm not going to even beat myself up over that damage. That shot from that fly was incredible. Ooh, yeah, very dumb of me, but we made it work. This is how you beat me on an Isaac run. If you're speaking from, like, the game standpoint, this is how you take me down on an Isaac run. Don't give me very much damage, and give me an orbital so that I have a way that's risky of mitigating the fact that I don't do very much damage. Then I just start getting in the habit of losing HP. And I understand it, but it's hard to break. That's not necessarily an excuse. It's me at least going through step 1, you know, recognizing that I have a problem. Even if I am in a little bit of denial over how much of a problem it is right now, I suppose. We're taking a lot of damage I shouldn't be taking. Probably should be using, okay, we traded 1 key for 2 cents. That's not that bad. Probably should be using Anarchist Cookbook a little bit more often. I kind of wanted to wait for rooms where there's, like, more mushrooms available. We'll try it on this room. Maybe we've got, like, a spare charge. Did kill some enemies. Oh, we got a pill down there. It's a lemon party. Nothing wrong with it. I'll take it. I hate the speed down. Oh, we are quite slow. And I don't necessarily want to crush many of these mushrooms, but when it comes to skulls, this will give me a reliable way to crush them without putting myself too much in harm's way. Or at all in harm's way, I suppose. Alright, the shop is big here. I hope it's not greed. If it is greed, shit happens. We get Champion's Belt. That's pretty big. We don't really need the Spirit Heart, honestly. I'm not worried about death. I mean, obviously, like, I'm a mortal human being. In real life, I'm worried about death. But in the game, nah, not that big of a deal. I don't think it's gonna happen. Bad damage on my part. Shit happens. I don't like that our principal damage dealer is still basically an unreliable book that just spawns a fuckload of bombs in basically random places. Like, that doesn't make me feel good. That went pretty well, though. Judas' Shadow I don't really want, but I'll take, because we don't have any other options, and we'll fight Krampus as well. So we're paying a big tax on this floor, and we did not really improve ourselves, but that can't last forever. Probably the largest waste of a lemon party pill I've seen in quite some time. Now we have a little bit of a get-out-of-jail-free card. If we die, we respawn as Judas' Shadow. And who doesn't love that damage bonus? Might not love the extra loss of HP that comes along with it, but the damage bonus is quite something. I'm going to ignore Krampus's head. We might take it at the end of this floor. We do have battery and 9-volt. I mean, it seems like it would be a huge help. I'm gonna just crush these, man. Don't backfire on me, please. I mean, some of them will inevitably. I'm thinking that it's probably worth it. That's not so bad. We're getting more keys than bombs, I think, as a result predominantly of Flat Penny. I would expect us to have more bombs, because we do have Humbling Bundle, but shit happens. This is more of my Anarchist Cookbook room, but I don't really want to use it on this room, because it's not going to find us like an accidental secret room here. Well, that's going to be alright. And it always, you know, when you're using Anarchist Cookbook, you can mitigate risk, but there's risk associated with it. Accidentally crushed that one. Tears down. No, not really that interested. We'll take Lemon Party. Can't do anything about that. I'm looking desperately for an arcade that could really feed us here with Gimpy. Bombs are key. I found pills. So we'll take Lemon Party with us again. It's still completely conceivable that we'll get an arcade up here. Gonna be a little bit of a slow run. There's nothing wrong with that. No arcade for us. Small Rock is an extraordinary pickup on this run where we're suffering so much damage-wise. Our rate of fire, even with toothpicks, is still pretty poor, but this is something, man. This is a start. Something man, hit on the head with a frying pan. We had a fight, something man loses, something man. Where is the secret room? Gonna stop singing sometime soon, but it feels something good, something man, potato man. Let's head down to the next floor. I'm gonna stick with Anarchist Cookbook, man. Cookbook, man. No, okay, I'm not gonna join myself on that one. I'm gonna stick with Anarchist Cookbook. Why? Largely inertia. I mean, there you go. We have it, and it's interesting, and it's been good for us. It's kind of a respect hold, which is a pretty easy recipe for getting yourself fucking killed, but I think it's alright right now. Really, really happy to have anti-grav against these jokers. There we go. And if I could just... I really, really wanted to kill one of you before you jumped. If we can do that, then we're probably not going to take damage. We were a little slow. It's okay. We still got... we've paid all our taxes here, and we have... I really thought we'd be at least fast enough to get through that. We paid all our taxes here, and we have... Goathead. So we'd be expecting something on this deal with the devil. Worst case scenario is 3 red chests. Still one of those guys left. We got a 2 of clubs card. There was a tinted rock there I didn't even notice. I think there's still one more Wallmaster, but I guess I'm mistaken because nothing's dropping here. Very poor damage on my part. Two of Hearts card. Hard to imagine that being useful here. Thank you, Demon Judgment. High Priestess. Also pretty good. I think we'll probably just try to pop the High Priestess, like right there. Only got 2 of them, but that's not so bad. Why do that? Because it's Curse of the Lost. I'm never going to remember what cards we have. I might as well get some benefit out of them when we get them. The 2 of Clubs card is worth a lot more than I'm just about to use it for, but the World card is better to hold moving forward. So we'll pop 2 of Clubs, get up to 10 bombs. That's 2 of Hearts. I find it hard to imagine that we'll ever be able to use that the way we want to. I thought maybe I was being a little clever there. Didn't work out. World card is better for the next floor, I think. Just trying to, like, circle strafe here. Yeah, I probably deserve that damage. That one was a little bit more unexpected. Pick up some keys, though. I prefer not to... I mean, it doesn't really matter if we spend a Spirit Heart, now that I think about it. Long term, it may end up starting to matter. There we go. I knew he was going to go eventually. But if we have to spend a Spirit Heart to go to our curse room right now, I don't mind. We don't, though. Our curse room's right here, and there's 4 extra bombs. Oh, sneeze. I'd love to go on some They Might Be Giants related tangents right now. It's not like I have any personal stories from the road or anything like that. But unfortunately, I'm still in full-on strategic territory right now. Gotta focus on what's happening. The 9 lives pickup is awesome. We don't have any other guppy items, but 9 lives standalone, so valuable. Might have made sense to wait to take it until after our next deal with the devil, just so we could trade our HP for something, and then maybe even gain HP from taking 9 lives. But in practice, it's rarely a big difference maker. Not superb luck with our skulls yet. No black hearts, I think. It's not like we're owed it, but I would like to have it. The tarot cards at least are nice. We've had some good, you know, bomb payouts. Hermit, if we were going to the boss rush room, which we literally just can't right now, would be good, but I don't really want to... It's an opportunity cost right now. It's a risk to carry the Hermit card with us, because I'll probably forget the World card. Is it worth saving 1 key to forget the World card? I would argue that it's not an enormous difference, but it's probably the wrong choice. Probably should have been hit there. Long floor. 24 minutes already. Justice card. That's nothing wrong with that. Especially when it gives us the extra key on top of it. Perfect moment to strike. And let's get in here. PELE is I Can See Forever. That's a good one. We've already been in one of our secret rooms, but if the second secret room is close to the boss fight, as it often is, this should illuminate the other one for us. Now, poor play on my part. It's probably time to start thinking of you know, losing our respect play for Anarchist Cookbook and taking something a little bit more, you know, viable long-term. Like Krampus' head, for example, but that's just me spitballing. Strength is actually pretty good. I think this is worth the risk. We'll take it into our boss room to allow us to steal a deal with the devil. If we get one that has 2. Don't even start me on Robo Baby 2.0. It's a disappointing item. And yet another greed fight. This might be our first one today, but... Or it's our first one in this run, but I've spent, sometimes I feel like, my whole life fighting greed. For a minute, I thought that guy was actually better at dodging the Anarchist Cookbook bombs than I was. Doing very, very well on consumables here. Consumables. But, apart from that, a little scared. I thought we'd been here. This is one hell of a shot there, but at least we had a black card to back us up. I'm not really bothering to look for crawl spaces that much. I know it's lack of thoroughness in the interest of laziness. However, I also find that crawl spaces are historically pretty not great. I could be wrong about this one in particular. It's always nice to get free stuff. Are you a wizard? With anti-grab, that's not any better than it would be in other situations. But we do have Robo Baby 2.0, which in a way, I'm sorry I yelled at it because... Did you see that Are You a Wizard shot? That was amazing. But also, this will be kind of a nice little way for us to deal damage here without having to worry about Are You a Wizard coming back to bite us in the ass too much. There's our second secret room. Always a nice indicator that our boss room is probably close. Thank you, Tractor Beam Nub, for keeping everybody in line for me here. I think we're probably done with, yeah, Are You a Wizard is done now. And Goat Hoof. You know what? We're quite slow as a result of Thunder Thighs. And we have a decent amount of keys. This doesn't really increase our speed as much as I would like, but it is something. It's not 0. Ah, yeah, very poor play. Ah, worse. Worse. This is getting bad now. Okay, we have this strength card. What are you shooting at? Like, for real, dog. We have this strength card. We do have anarchist cookbook we could pop as well, but it'll also kill us in one hit if it gets us. Robo Baby, you're like right... You always seem to be in line with them. And yet, you fuck it up. Alright, let's not get hit against this upcoming boss. War. That's not going to be super easy. War can be a touch tricky, but there's a Tinted Rock, and that probably sorts us mostly out there. So I'm very thankful for that. And we're just going to kind of force... Very dumb of me. Force War to walk into a lot of our shots here. Once he starts chasing us, we got a whole different, like, ball of wax to worry about. We're going to have to throw down some bombs to slow him down, or at least kill him faster. I don't know what to think about that one. At least we have Goat Head. And we don't need strength here. The Pandora's, not Pandora's box, the Mark pickup is pretty huge. You know what, I think we can go with the strength card for the next floor. Maybe use it on an arcade or something like that, get something out of it. The world card is, you know, it's valuable. I made a big fuss over it, but the strength card's still pretty good as well. Curse of the Unknown, we got 4 hearts, all of the, I might use it there. 4 hearts, all of the curse or demon variety. Pact is a big pickup, don't get me wrong. It's not what we'd be looking for as a game winner specifically, but it helps build towards that. No question there. 4 pills. And consumables. Bombs are key. No. I can see forever. Absolutely. Oh, okay, so we can save a half spirit heart there. Health up. I will take it. And then pheromones. So the health up pill, we're not going to be full of HP yet, but this does give us a way in. Well, no, it doesn't. It just doesn't cost us our way into that boss trap room, which is good. And then we'll fill it up and we'll actually have the opportunity to play Demon Judgment, which could pay out with something half decent. Pandora's box. This is good enough to get rid of Anarchist Cookbook for. There's something to be said for using it right now and just banking the 4 spirit hearts it would give us. But I think definitely using it on the womb is probably going to be our best play. Sure, there's something to be said for using it on the cathedral. I'm not that worried about it. I think we're going to need the attribute upgrades that we're more likely to get. Plus, I'm so sick of grabbing fucking holy water, man. Really thought I could get that. Okay, we don't have flat penny anymore. It's nothing to worry about. There we go. So now we'll go back and play that Demon Judgment. And because we have HP, I think it's actually viable to save our strength card. Then use it on a deal with the devil. 1, 2. Don't expect a payout there. In the future, I don't know. We will become silhouettes when our bodies finally go or something like that. But for now, let's just focus on the reality of the situation. That was some of the worst damage I've taken in the past couple of runs, so I'm not happy about that. I'll tell you that much right now. Hate this room. Could also use the strength card to play the Demon Judgment more, but I think getting a cheaper deal with the devil might be better. Although there's probably a case to be made for, hey, why don't you kill yourself on the deal with the devil, come back as Judas' shadow, and then, like, you know, get the spirit hearts from Pandora's box. Now I'm thinking, wait a minute, that sounds just good enough to be the exact right course of action. Maybe that's actually a genius way to handle this. I don't think it's too cute. I think it's actually just strategically sound. And then even if it fucks up and backfires, we've got 9 lives. It's not to say it's impossible to lose a run with 9 lives by any stretch of the imagination. However, we'd have 9 lives. It helps. You can't deny that. Okay, we gotta get in here on these guys. It's Robo Baby. Robo Baby, it's your time to shine. Fuck the host, man. Yeah, thank you, Spider Babby. The stirs, and that'll be... Oh, we're at full red hearts. Okay. It's a greed fight. I was gonna say, no way it's greed, as I was walking in. And then, much to my surprise, slash chagrin, slash, you know, mental health, there he is. Lots of money that we definitely cannot donate to our donation machine. So we don't really get too much value out of the stars card right now. Let's just find our boss fight. I'm assuming, yeah. I assumed it was pretty close. Yeah, terrible damage. Terrible damage there. And more spirit hearts, extremely valuable. I guess I shouldn't... Fuck it, we're gonna stick with this the normal, the old-fashioned way. We're gonna do it the way I suggested. A Waz room. That'll make it impossible for me to go back to the stars card, which is maybe good because we want to have the strength card. But we only have 1 HP, right? So I can play him 4 times. You might expect the payout there. It's gonna be a little bit on the long side. Ooh. I think that was only 2. Man, just let me go, please. I would very much like to. We'll come down. Pick up that. Fight some more enemies. Ah! Ah! I'm too slow. I've got the reverse Sonic problem. Sonic's not cheap. He's just fast. Sonic's not cheap. He's just fast. Oh, man. Memories. That wasn't me who wrote that song, but I do enjoy it quite a lot. Come on with this, though. There, that's what I'm looking for. Lover's card. Probably lost some spirit hearts in the process here. Yeah, that's good. I'm not gonna sweat losing the spirit hearts too much, though, to be honest with you. What's up with the spirit heart that's available up there? I'm assuming I can't get to it. I got a sweet-ass spider army now. I feel like Gwen Stefani in the Holla Batgirl video. Uh-huh, it's my shit. All the spiders want to live like this. I didn't take the strength card with me. Hi-oh! Oh well. I mean, it's not really oh well. It's kind of a mistake, but I did get to put in that sweet-ass Gwen Stefani reference, so I'll take it. 33 minutes here already. Gotta take Guppy Cerebral, because it gives us our second Guppy item. I don't really remember what our HP is like, but we'll be heading downwards here. Downwards. One more Guppy item pretty much seals this for us. Curse of the Blind is not so bad. Squeezy. Very good. Screw. It's okay. We definitely needed rate of fire increases. Our damage, as a stat, not as DPS, but as a stat, it's actually improved quite a lot lately. If this pays out with HP, I'm unlikely to take it. That was a gamble. It's a gamble that worked, though. We will crush all the mushrooms, because a magic mush would change my mind pretty quickly. Now we're in the market for a spacebar item to be sure. I think we probably gave ourselves a nice little shortcut to get to the boss fight here. And with anti-grav tears, I think we pretty much just never stop circle strafing. Should find ourselves in a totally fine position here. Okay. Okay, we're good. I really thought that this would be the direction to go to get to the boss fight. It might still be, but it's probably down. Not happy about that. This boss fight really carries a lot of weight for us. I need, in the deal with the devil, if not Guppy, some ability to fly. Or, you know, there's always Every time I ask for something from the deal with the devil, it should always be prefaced with basically an implied or brimstone, you know, or mom's knife. Like, those would help out a lot as well. But in our situation right here, we're so slow, even with goat hoof, that a speed upgrade would be awesome from the boss, and then just a mobility upgrade from our deal, and the only mobility upgrade I can really think of. It came back like a second later. The only mobility upgrade I can really think of is like the ability to fly. So guppy would be the best. Gumpy would be the best, but there we go. If we don't have that, then just even a Spirit of the Night, a Lord of the Pit, I guess, would be great as well, because that comes with a speed upgrade associated with it, I believe. As is right now, our DPS is relatively sorted. It's more of a speed-related issue right now. It's not an XL floor. It's Curse of the Blind. Whatever the deal is, I hope there's not 3 of them. I actually almost hope we get HP so we'll lose the invincibility, but we'll gain some peace of mind. Because if there's 3 deals, that's going to be 9 Spirit Hearts. So we know what this guy's going to give us. And actually, this solves our problem. This is like one of the very few times I think I've ever been happy to fight Conquest. Because he's going to give us the ability to fly, and we don't have a spacebar item. So that's pretty big. Gotta take him. Abaddon is so good. Mom's Knife. Oh, shit, we're sorted. Okay. Down to the next floor. We're not Guppy. What did I say? Or Mom's Knife. Abaddon is not quite like a game winner by itself, but it's so good. So now, our damage is amazing. And it just got better. I don't like that. Our damage is amazing and just got a lot better. I don't really care if you pay out. I'm kind of in, like, don't kill my vibe territory right now. Like, I am a winner who's probably going to win again. It's my impression of bitch don't kill my vibe, but it comes out sounding a bit more like I'm trying to do like a 1920s-esque, really racist caricature or something like that. It's not what I'm going for, I promise. Look, I can't give an excuse apart from hubris for not picking up a key. But come on. If you got a pocket full of change, you drop a dime on the ground, are you gonna go pick it up? Maybe. Actually, you know, if I dropped a dime, I would pick it up. I pick up pennies. Well, we don't really have pennies anymore. I pick up nickels when I drop them on the ground here. But it's not because a nickel is valuable. I mean, of course, like, you know, 10 nickels starts to be like an appreciable amount of currency. You could buy like a bag of potato chips or something with that. But when I drop like a nickel on the ground, I'm more like, well, I don't want to litter. I hope that doesn't come across as like undue privilege. You know, I know for some people there are probably people out there in the world for whom a nickel is a significant amount of money. And I should probably pick up that nickel and donate it to those people instead of just putting it back in my pocket. However, I think you also have to be realistic and say that, at least in the Western world, you aren't granted a lot of purchasing power with, you know, 5 cents. Not in 2015, anyway. Maybe after, of course, the inevitable collapse of the world economy and the, you know, slip from the gold standard when everybody's trading jars of dirt to one another, then a nickel would be like, shit, dude, it could be worth 10 times as much. But for now, I knew a guy in Korea who was just, he was, you know, a Canadian, but he was really brazen about, like, how he hated Korean 10 won coins, which, if I remember correctly, 10 won, let me see, 100 won was like a dime, 1,000 won was $1, so 10 won was like a penny. He literally just, he had the heaviest trash I've ever seen, because he just threw out all of his 10 won coins, which were effectively pennies. And it was hard to have an argument with him about him. You'd be like, oh, that was really good. Why not just use my own bomb there? You'd be like, well, you know, if you really, like, saved those, they could add up to, well, they could add up to like a couple dollars if you put in like an hour or two of work to count them all, and then you're like, okay, well, I don't agree with you, but I see your point. I can't say he didn't have a point. But there's just something, you know, no sound fiscal advice ever starts with literally throw money in the garbage, is my feeling. Death card or lemon party? We're about to find out. That didn't do nearly as much for me as I thought it would. I was like, I can fly. This is amazing. I'll just hide out over here. Turns out it's actually not going to work out too well because we literally crush all the rocks. I don't think I'm going to go back for Lemon Party. I think we're just fine to move forward here. All I ask is no Curse of the Blind on the next floor. Would be amazing. Okay. Bandage Girl, don't get a big head here. No Curse of the Blind on the next floor. It's inconceivable that we lose at this point, especially with 9 lives. Like, we're probably not going to lose regardless, but with 9 lives, it would just be... It would be historic. Nice little clutch dodge to put ourselves at the door there. That might be the first time we've ever left an angel fetus alive in Rebirth longer than Isaac. We missed him with one too many mom's knives, and there we go. No curse at all here. That's what I like to see. Yeah, we can make a case for Magic Mushroom. I don't think we need 2 different kinds of piercing shot, but I do think Dead Onion might come with a small damage upgrade. Definitely improves the size of your hitbox. We don't have Whore of Babylon or anything like that, so I'm not feeling like we're hurting our damage. We are hurting our ability to do damage after we get hit, because we won't have permanent Polaroid invincibility anymore, but that I'm not saying it's minor, but I think it's minor relative to the statistical upgrades that we... you know, Sagittarius comes with a Tears upgrade too. I should probably take it. It's relative, or it's minor relative to the attribute bonuses we get. Oh, it's a speed up. That's even better, actually, than a Tears up at this point. Basically, Magic Mushroom gives us more benefits than permanent Polaroid invincibility, so we take Magic Mushroom. I think. Could be wrong. Let's check this one out. Yeah, we'll take it. Basically, more damage on Mom's Knife. And it will take longer to charge, but we can afford to have it take longer to charge right now. So I think this is a net positive for us. The discrete damage is going to be great. Good stuff. Good stuff. Stuffed crust. Double stuffed Oreos. Why not take a headless baby along with us on this, you know, magic carpet ride that we got going on? Bob's Rotten Head for the 14th time. Not immensely useful. I'm going to assume that this is probably the wrong way to go. This is a room I would not expect to be adjacent to the second secret room, but I've been wrong before. Don't need the Eternal Heart. It wouldn't hurt, but it wouldn't help very much either. Where the heck is our boss fight? I don't really care as long as they keep giving me chests. It's just when momentum slows down a little bit, I'm like, come on. We're all friends here, Isaac. We all know how this one's gonna go at this point. When you're like 3-shotting each dark one. Oh my god, we got the mythical golden key beggar on the chest. I don't even want to talk about that shit. Wait 20 videos to get a key beggar on the 200 videos maybe to get a key beggar on the chest. He gives you Master of Unlocking right off the fucking bat and then dip sets. Thanks for your help, much appreciated. And this will do it for us. You don't want to play chicken with me, bro. Alright, I'm just gonna stand like right in here, and by the time I finish that sentence, Blue Baby is dead. That was a great run. Very good start, and an interesting Eden run. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal, and of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.